No, he walked around every single fan
y'all running
in
shit
the arena. Like, what?
He was talking crazy.
Say something.
We ain't
I
no big
respect
man
it.
either.
He said,
like that.
what do you say? Batman, Spider-Man, Superman,
The way we-
Batman, Ant-Man.
The way we made Rudy
anything
look.
like that before.
I know.
That was the first time I ever saw that. I was like, this dude is
He talked crazy. He even called out Morris Chestnut.
right. He did.
What did he say?
Like Boys in the Hood. He talked about the scene in Boys in the Hood with Ricky. Get my ball back. Yeah.
Oh, that is so beautiful because sometimes prisoner of success, you've been around it, you probably even at times have done it, where you're not trying to be over cool. It's just like you don't want to show everybody how much you're enjoying that, right? Like you get to a certain level, you made it to the pros, you can't act like that. And people give you credit when you actually act like that. You're so down to earth. People always say, you so down to earth. I mean, why? Because I'm at the popcorn stand? Yeah, but I thought you'd be in VIP. I was like, no, this line is shorter. Like, it's not that deep. Like, what about Anthony Edwards that other stars are kind of like hiding behind? What do you see in that? You see a difference?
He don't hide. I think that's what it is. I think he's very in your face, and he's out in the public. He's like with the people. He talks his talk, and he is who he is. And I think
He
people
owned up even to the baby
people relate
mama.
to that.
Oh, he owns it. Hey.
He ain't got no choice.
He does have a choice.
He's being
I like
himself.
to get this in. I like to get it in.
He being himself.
Get it in. You know?
He being himself though. He's being
But so,
himself.
or were you saying on the flip, everyone else is not being themselves?
Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they are.
I think you have to be willing to stand in the criticism when you're yourself. Because like, just like he had to stand and deal with all the baby mama drama when everyone was coming at him like he can't be the face of the league because of all this other stuff. He's like, I don't want to be the face.
Yeah.
I want to go about doing what he does.
wanna
But
live.
I think when a lot of people shrink under the lights of, hey, I'm going to call KD out. Oh, I'm going to talk to KD. LeBron can get this too. A lot of people are scared of that because we built these guys up to be superheroes. And so
Yeah.
we don't go out and, oh, you can't, don't pull on Superman's cape. And he's like, no, I'm good. I'm okay with it. So I respect him because he is what it is. The essence of competition, he's looking for that. And I think his team feeds off of his whatever. And I think he knows that. That's why he makes those big statements and big stands.
Yeah, he been backing it up too. He talks that stuff and backs it up.
What is
That's
it
one thing
about
you gotta do.
criticism and words, being real? Like, if we could all be psychologists and first client is yourself, what is it about words and criticism that really has people stand off? Like they just don't want to deal with the smoke. Because I'm more of an Anthony Edwards type. Like if anything happened to me, I'm like, yeah. Like what's the I know my flaws, you know, and like I peed the bed till I was 13. It's not that deep. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody, you stopped at 8. Oh, you're better than me? Like, good for you, mother.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yes, you are.
Hey, no, you got to get up out the bed. You got to get up out the
8
bed.
boogers. Might catch me slipping still. Like, like I'm just like, I don't understand why people want to say my issues are at home. I'm like, nah, you right here, dog.
Insecurity and accountability. That's why.
Is it that?
Yeah. A lot of people lack accountability.
Yeah,
And then
I
when
know
they're
that.
insecure about certain things, it takes a lot to own that insecurity.
Now that's what I want to talk about. What's the lot? Like, all they're gonna do is say what you already know. Like they're not gonna out you on something that ain't in you. Like I can't out you on something that ain't in you.
I agree.
Or it just doesn't hit. Right? Hit dogs don't, you know, they don't
They don't
holler.
holler. But I agree. But
Hit dogs
you're
holler.
thinking from a mindset, and I think the same way, where I don't care. But everybody's not like that.
Okay.
And now they
Well,
can hide.
I
This
think
new life,
that's-
they can
that's the
hide
thing.
behind. They can hide behind the image. They can hide behind this Instagram. They can hide behind what you only seeing what you want them to see, and not really seeing what's really going on.
But people
you
did
know?
this before social media too, so we ain't gonna blame the gram. We
definitely
I mean, I like the insecurity and the care part, huh?
But that, I mean, that is it. But like now more than ever, like everyone can get at you. Like before, you couldn't hear all the noise, but now the noise can come right up to. I go to @Marcellus Wiley, and I can tell you what I think, whether you ask for my opinion
That's
or
facts.
not. And so I think
That's facts.
you have to be super secure in yourself, and you have to be authentic. Like because if you're out here faking, eventually it comes out. Like people get caught up, and I think for those guys like Anthony Edwards and others, they're okay with dealing with all the smoke because they really don't care because you don't impact them at all because they really don't know. You don't really know them.
And it goes back to
Marcellus, what you do really well is it's that build off of so, right? You say so because you have that, call it awareness, say so, I know I can do something about it. Some of us might say so, but say, why can't I do anything about it? I know that's a flaw in me. I know that's a problem with me, but I can't seem to stop it. I mean, I'm thinking about John Morant, perfect example. He knows he's got an issue with repeated habits, pointing guns and that kind of stuff.
That's
Maybe
sauce.
with him, it's why can't I stop? I know it's a problem, but I can't seem to stop myself, and so that criticism
Or you
feeds
don't,
into his
or don't
inability.
give a damn.
discipline
Or doesn't
that you
care.
don't, you
Yeah, or
don't
have the
want to
discipline.
stop.
Yeah, that's the hardest
Yeah.
thing. That's the hardest thing. So with these kids, I'm growing up. I said the hardest thing is that voice in your head telling yourself not to do it. That's one of the hardest
it's
things
why can't
you
I
gotta
do it?
overcome. And you gotta do it at a young age, man. And these, I feel like Josh trying to figure it out too late. He's too old now, so he's.
Or is he a guy who doesn't care in action, but wants to care in image? You ever seen that guy who's like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, but I ain't gonna tell y'all because I don't need y'all on my scent. I don't need y'all on my head. So it's happened so many times in the NFL. Like it used to happen every year before the Super Bowl. Somebody get caught out or a scandal, or you remember that? Because they like, I'm gonna live one way, but I'm gonna say a different way, and you always gonna get caught in that gap. Like, because when scandal happens, they're gonna be like, oh, that's what you're really up to, and it just feels like a heavier weight on you versus you just owning up to it. I like the streets. Like Charles Barkley literally walks around, and it's lovable now, but it was a time where people were scared of him because he's like, throw your ass through this window,
And he did.
And so then when he did it, he said it, he did it, and now you know he will do it. You just like, all right, hi, Chuck. Like, you're not even tripping, but somebody else who walks around here too tough or too soft, you test that guy. Where Barkley, you let him live because he owned up to it. It's a weird dynamic.
And we talk about authenticity all the time.
Yeah.
And that's probably, in my opinion, that's the most important trait, right? So if you see Anthony Edwards be a dog and you're another professional athlete on the basketball court, another basketball player, you got to ask yourself, why aren't you a dog? Right? So people they already know. You can't hide from yourself. Right. Everywhere you go, there you are.
That's real.
And everybody can have that same attitude if you practice it, if you work on it, but some people don't want it.
And nobody is highly pitched across the board. That's what I love about people. That's why I'm so interested in disagreements and differences, and I love authenticity because I'm like, no, you got to really tell me that you are insecure, and I'll really tell you that I'm weak emotionally when it comes to like relationships. Like you're like, let's go there. Not like, I don't want you to just walk around with your strengths. Like, talk about them issues, right? And to me, I remember I was talking to, rest in peace, DJ AM, if you guys know of him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
Adam.
Yeah, Adam. He's one of the first guys that gave me confidence in DJing. So my first thing is when I got drafted, I was like, dog, I got enough money to buy that DJ equipment. I'm buying that shit. But that don't make you a DJ, not to real DJs. It make you a DJ to everybody else, right? So I'm over there working on stuff, and I'm like, I'm all right. You know, I'm Cutmaster Fresh to myself, you know what I mean? And then finally, I did a gig, and it sucked. But everybody was so happy that I was doing a gig, they would just give me those, like, you know, Boy Scout cheers. Like, Marcellus, good song.
The golf claps.
I knew it sucked because I'm up here like, oh, my God, I don't know what to do next. But I play song, whatever. And then took some time off, you know, a little time away, came back, did another gig. I actually rocked this gig, I felt. But now everybody gave me golf claps again, and I was like, I don't know if I did it or not. So I'm sitting there like, damn, I know I killed it, but I got the same claps. Fake-ass claps, right? And so then I looked, and AM was there. Right. I'm glad he said that. No one chooses football. Football chooses you. It's so crazy people still stuck in Patrick Mahomes in the office. I'm like, do you see these numbers? This is Marcellus Wiley on the rocks.